back to serve.
Now West Virginia Tech back to serve.
Back to serve. Dig by Jasmine Morrow, the set by Chanel. An attempt by Ellen. An overpass from Tech leads to an attempt by Michaela Hurst. Off the block of Austin, the set back to Austin.
Chanel Flores with the set. And out. Point Bluefield College.
Bluefield College with the point.
Number 24, Smith back to third quarter round.
Our senior Emily is back to serve. And there's a kill by Jasmine Morrow.
Jasmine Morrow, point Bluefield.
And another serve from Emily. Oh, hit towards the bench. But point Bluefield. And Emily Smith back to serve once again. And a nice save from West Virginia Tech. Hit back across the net. Chanel Flores with the set. Lexi, the hit.
And off the hands of Flores. Point for Virginia Tech.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. Kind of short. Chanel Flores with the set. And block. But point Bluefield.
And number 8 for West Virginia Tech was in the net on that attempt.
Ashlyn Van Dyke back to serve.
Big block by ATI. Comes
And
back and gets the kill on the overpass.
that was a nice kill by ATI.
Very impressive.
Ashlyn Van Dyke back to serve again. Hit back across the net by West Virginia Tech. Chanel Flores with the set. And but point West Virginia Tech.
Austin with a hard swing, but just not able to get it on the court.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Hit back across the net by ATI. West Virginia Tech. Hit it and point Bluefield.
What an impressive block by ATI, putting it exactly where it needed to go.
And substitutions are coming in. And back to serve is Marissa Grice. And a block by Bluefield.
And another big block. Combination of Amber Taylor-Inge and Michaela Shirilli on that one.
And timeout, West Virginia Tech. Marissa Grice back with the serve. It's across the net. West Virginia Tech, it just bounced right off her arm.
Excellent serve.
Yes, excellent serve. And again, Marissa Grice back with the serve. Popped up with the set from West Virginia Tech. Hit back across the net. And a save by Michaela Shirelli, but it's out and point West Virginia Tech.
It was a good up by Marissa Grice, but unfortunately Bluefield College was not able to rally to the ball.
Yes. West Virginia Tech back to serve. So across. Set from Marissa Grice. Hit across the net by Michaela Shirelli. And West Virginia Tech hitting it back across the net. And hit back across by Shirelli. And out. Point, Bluefield.
Yeah, West Virginia Tech was calling for a touch there, but the official called no touch. Point for Bluefield College.
Served by Jasmine Morrow. Kind of close to the net. Set by Marissa Grice, hit over by ATI. West Virginia Tech with a attempt, but Bluefield covers and hit. Jasmine Morrow, point West Virginia Tech. It went out of bounds. And now a serve from West Virginia Tech. And it's hit across the net. Marissa Grice with the set. Hit over by Jasmine Morrow. And a set from West Virginia Tech. Hit back across and out. Point Bluefield. And there are substitutions in. Back to serve. Pop back in by West Virginia Tech. Hit back across the net. And a hit from Shirelli. Nice up by West Virginia Tech. Jasmine Morrow and Michaela Hurst hitting it back across the net. And point Bluefield.
Bluefield College with the point as the setter had a double touch.
And Carly back with the serve. And out. Point West Virginia Tech.
Had a little bit more mustard on that you wanted it.
Yeah, somebody must have ate their Wheaties this morning. And point Bluefield.
A little bit of confusion on the side of West Virginia Tech. A little lack of communication giving Bluefield College the point.
And Chanel Flores back with the serve. Hit across. Set by West Virginia Tech. And a kill by West Virginia Tech.
Good placement on that ball.
Yes. It is 2012. 22-12, not the year 2012. Served by West Virginia Tech. And up by Michaela Hurst. Hit back across by Jasmine Morrow. Served back across by West Virginia Tech. Set from Chanel Flores. And point Bluefield from a tip.
A big tool by Michaela Hurst off that block. Tell you she's a really impressive looking freshman in the middle.
Back to serve is Emily Smith. Hit back across by West Virginia Tech. And point West Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Bluefield College was in the net on that attempted block, giving West Virginia Tech the point.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Served across. Hit back and kill by Lexi Austin.
There's impressive placement by her by Austin.
And
Getting
there's
around the block and
substitutions.
getting it just short of the defender.
Substitution for Carly for ATI. And back to service, Ashlyn Van Dyke. And put up by West Virginia Tech. Coming off the net. Chanel Flores with the set. ATI with the hit. And the kill.
Another impressive hit from the middle of Bluefield College, that one by Taylor Inge.
Tell you what, ATI has been on point this game. And back to set, back to serve again. And a hit back over by West Virginia Tech. And out, West Virginia Tech with the point.
Just a little bit too far on the attempt by Jasmine Morrow. Tried to get it just behind that last defender.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. Hit over the net. Chanel Flores with, and the score for
It was a
Bluefield
very
College.
impressive play by Chanel Flores, getting the ball
Yes.
back over the net in a position where ATI could get the kill.
Yes. And there are two substitutions. Marissa Grice back to serve. The score is 24-14 Bluefield. And hit across the net by Grice, and point Bluefield. And Bluefield wins the first set. And now we will be switching sides. And we'd like to welcome you to the second set. And a substitution by Bluefield. Kayla Hurst for Ashlyn Van Dyke. And Ashlyn Van Dyke back to serve. A nice dig by West Virginia Tech, put back across the net by West Virginia Tech, and point Virginia Tech, West Virginia Tech. West Virginia Tech back to serve. And put back across the net multiple times by each team, but Jasmine Murrow with the kill.
Impressive kill there by Bluefield.
And now substitution for Lexi Austin for Marissa Grice. Marissa Grice back to serve. But West Virginia Tech back to serve, but
And a close call by Jasmine Morrow as she tried to put the dig over the net, but it just went out of bounds.
West Virginia Tech back to serve again. A set from Marissa Grice, but it just popped up from Jasmine Morrow hitting it.
And another tough set there, not giving Jasmine Morrow really an opportunity to hit the ball like she wanted to.
West Virginia Tech back to serve once again. And up by Jasmine Morrow. Shirelli hitting it, and it goes out. Point West Virginia Tech.
Shirelli tried to fine-tune it a little bit too much and just had too much on the end of it.
And back to serve again. West Virginia Tech. Hit across by Jasmine Morrow. Set from West Virginia Tech. And point West Virginia Tech. Looked like the ball just landed just before the line. That's a tough one to get to.
That is a tough one to get to. It was a very good spot.
Yes. West Virginia Tech back to serve for the fourth time. It goes over. And it just bounced right off the arm of Ashlyn Van Dyke. Just shot straight over to the bench.
An impressive string of serves here by West Virginia Tech.
Yes. On that note, West Virginia Tech back to serve again. This time, with the point just on the line.
That's two aces in a row. West Virginia Tech is on fire right now.
Yeah, Bluefield College better get their stuff together. Again, back to serve, West Virginia Tech. And hit over and point West Virginia Tech.
And another call on a double set by Ashlyn Van Dyke, hitting the ball twice in the attempt to get it over.
West Virginia Tech back to serve, and it goes over and out off of ATI.
Bluefield College unable to stop the bleeding of this serve.
Yeah.
Coach Fusky taking a timeout. Your score is 10-1, West Virginia Tech leading.
back to serve will be West Virginia Tech. Bluefield still in the timeout huddle. Coach Buskey taking the full advantage of this timeout. And here come the Lady Rams.
It was a smart call by Coach Butsky, trying to break the momentum West Virginia Tech has and calm down the girls a little bit. We'll see if that works here on this next serve.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Dig from Jasmine Morrow, set by Marissa Grice. Kayla Shirelli putting it back over the net. And West Virginia Tech hitting it over the net again. Marissa Grice, the set. And Jasmine Morrow hit it pretty hard. And now it's put back over the net by West Virginia Tech. And a block from West Virginia Tech. Point West Virginia Tech.
Very impressive block from Virginia Tech. Bluefield fought much harder that set, but unfortunately we're still not able to get the kill.
Yes. And back again with the serve from West Virginia Tech. Jasmine Morrow hitting it over the net. Set from West Virginia Tech, and a tip attempt, but foiled by Jasmine Morrow. Hit back across the net by Shirelli. West Virginia Tech just not knowing what to do on that one.
A good lucky break for Bluefield, as the West Virginia Tech was not able to communicate with each other. And the bleeding is finally stopped.
Jasmine Morrow back to serve. Goes across the net. Set from West Virginia Tech with a tip attempt. Hit back, and now back on West Virginia's side. And put back across and out. So point Bluefield. Score is 11-3 West Virginia Tech.
A couple of impressive strings of blocks there by Shirelli and Taylor Inge.
Morrow back to serve again. Put across, and it goes out. Point West Virginia Tech. West Virginia Tech back to serve once again.
Number 20, Johnson.
Bluefield tries to sort themselves. And right off the arms.
And another ace from
Yep.
West Virginia Tech.
This is just going slightly poorly for Bluefield right now in this set.
West Virginia Tech has very impressive, strong serving game right now.
Yes.
Bluefield College not able to find an answer.
And out. There, that right there might have been their answer with that out. Bluefield back to serve.
And just as I say that West Virginia Tech is having a strong serving game, they come through with an error that may turn the tides.
And Carly back to serve for Bluefield as it goes across the net. A dig from West Virginia Tech, set, and a tip attempt, and it's successful. Point West Virginia Tech. West Virginia Tech up by 10 in the second set. And serve from West Virginia Tech, a dig from Jasmine Morrow, set from Marissa Grice. Oh, and almost a tip, but pop back up. It looks like officials are talking, see what's going on. And point West Virginia Tech.
And the discussion there between the line judge and the head referee was that the ball tipped off a Bluefield College player and went out of bounds.
West Virginia Tech back to serve, and it goes into the net, so point Bluefield. And here comes substitutions. And Chanel Flores back to serve. With a set from West Virginia Tech, put back across the net. Bluefield with the ball. Jasmine Morrow with the hit. And now it's in West Virginia's side. And a strong hit by West Virginia Tech. but just not enough. And it's just going back and forth between Bluefield and West Virginia Tech sides. Hit back across by West Virginia Tech. Set, and a hit, and it comes off Austin into the net. So point West Virginia Tech. The score is 17-5, West Virginia Tech.
An impressive block by West Virginia Tech there on that point.
Excuse me, 16-5. Serve from West Virginia Tech, and it goes out 6-16. West Virginia Tech still in the lead, but Lexi McCarskey back to serve.
Number 25, Rachel Alley.
Rachel Alley coming in for Lexi Austin. And it's just short, not enough power on that serve. And the ball goes back to West Virginia Tech.
Bluefield College playing well this set, but they're just not able to string together sets to get those points they desperately need.
And put across and out, and point again for West Virginia Tech. Score is now 18-6, West Virginia Tech.
Yet another ace. It's been a strong serving game for West Virginia Tech this game.
Put across. Chanel Flores with the set. Ashley Van Dyke putting it back across the net. Popped up by Michaela Hurst. Hit across by Jasmine Murrow. And nobody there to answer for the hit.
Impressive block there by Michaela Hurst to get the point for Bluefield College.
ATI coming in for Carly. And Ashley Van Dyke back to serve. West Virginia Tech, and it goes, and it's apparently in. From our angle, it looked like it went out, but it's in. So point West Virginia Tech. Cross by West Virginia Tech. Chanel Flores with the set. And point West Virginia Tech.
And Bluefield College is protesting that that West Virginia Tech touched the ball on the block. With the officials saying that it was all net, and Bluefield College touched the ball 4 times in a row.
With the serve from West Virginia Tech. And with the tip attempt, and Bluefield College just not finding an answer for this West Virginia Tech game right now. West Virginia Tech back to serve. Hit across, and just bouncing right off Van Dyke's arms.
And another ace. West Virginia Tech leading strong in this game, 22-7, mostly off of aces.
Serve from West Virginia Tech, popped up, hit by Rachel Alley, and hit back across, and the tip from Jasmine Morrow.
Some impressive hang time there for Morrow as she was able to get the tip. Marissa Grice back to serve. Head across the net. Set from West Virginia Tech. Popped up. And Grice just straining to get there, but it's just not enough. But a valiant effort on Grice's part. It really was. That was a good hustle on Grice's attempt to try and get that ball up, but unfortunately it was just out of her reach.
Yes. West Virginia Tech back to serve, and it's hit across the net, and it goes out. Point Bluefield. The score is 23-9, West Virginia Tech leading. Jasmine Morrow back to serve. Hit across. West Virginia Tech with the set and hit and out. Point Bluefield. It is now 23-10. Bluefield down by 13. Morrow back again with the serve. And point Bluefield.
They called a double touch on the attempted set from West Virginia Tech. That ball in a tough position right over the top of the net.
And Jasmine Morrow back again with the serve. But unfortunately, it goes out. Point West Virginia Tech. West Virginia Tech back to serve.
And with game point for West Virginia Tech, it'll take an impressive rally for Bluefield College to get back in this game.
And a nice up by Morrow, but West Virginia Tech with the kill. And that is the end of the second set. 25-11, West Virginia Tech as we flip sides yet again.
Just a dominant performance there by West Virginia Tech, led off of a strong serving game. They were able to string together points early, and Bluefield was not able to recover.
Let's just see if they can manage to keep it up in the third set.
Ready to kick off this third set of the match between Bluefield College and West Virginia Tech. Bluefield having a strong showing in the first game, but West Virginia Tech coming back, and it is tied 1-1.
And looks like West Virginia Tech back to serve. And a dig by Jasmine Morrow, set from Mr. Grice. He goes back over. And Ashlyn Van Dyke with that nice save, but just not enough. And point goes to West Virginia Tech. And another serve from West Virginia Tech. Oh, a nice up by Michaela Hurst. And hit back across by Morrow. And Bluefield just
And a couple of impressive blocks there in the middle by West Virginia Tech, giving them an opportunity. And then a hard kill on the outside.
Serve from West Virginia Tech, and it goes out. So point Bluefield is now tied 2-2. Excuse me, it's now 1-2 West Virginia Tech. Serve from Chanel Flores. Serve from West Virginia Tech, and it just bounces like a dud off of one of the players from West Virginia Tech.
Impressive block there in the middle. Combination of Morrow and Hurst.
And now it's tied 2-2. Chanel Flores back again with the serve. Set by West Virginia Tech. And Ellen with a nice pop up, and Jasmine Morrow just hit it right into the net. So point West Virginia Tech.
Impressive swing, but unfortunately it hits the tape and is not able to creep over the net.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. And out. Bluefield now just being able to answer point for point. Keeping up with West Virginia Tech. So Jasmine Morrow back to serve, but it goes into the net. Score is now 4-3, West Virginia Tech up by 1. As West Virginia Tech comes up to serve, it's hit across the net. Chanel Flores with the set. Michaela Hurst with the kill.
Good dig there by Jasmine Morrow. Leads to a very impressive kill by Michaela Hurst. Able to find the gap between the defenders.
And Carly back to serve. Let's head over the net. Dig from West Virginia Tech with a set. Popped up with a nice up by Morrow. Austin hitting it back over the net. West Virginia Tech with the set. Popped up. Morrow to Flores with the set. And now it's back. And Morrow just hitting like a dud on her hands and falls straight to the floor.
Some more miscommunication by Bluefield College. Unfortunately not able to recover.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. It goes across the net. Chanel Flores with the set. There's Morrow hitting it into the net.
Unfortunately, that's happened to Jasmine Morrow a couple of times during this game where she's just not able to put the ball where she wants to.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. And a tip, and it is successful. Point Bluefield.
Impressive placement there from ATI, just outside of the block and short of the defender.
Bluefield back to serve. Marissa Grice with the serve. And it's up and over the net. And it just shoots straight across to the fans. So point Bluefield.
An impressive ace there from Mr. Grice.
Mr. Grice back to serve again. Hit across the net. Dig from West Virginia Tech with a set, and hit, and a block. And now Bluefield takes the lead.
What an impressive block there from ATI. That was a hard swing, and she took it right on the arms and put it just inside of the line. Well done.
Grice back to serve again. Hit over by West Virginia Tech. Marissa Grice with the set. And it's blocked right into the face of one of the Bluefield players.
And a good block there from West Virginia Tech. There's another hard swing out there by Ellen Johnson, and just not able to put it where she needs to.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Ellen Johnson with the dig. Marissa Grice with the set. And Shirelli hitting it over. Bluefield is calling for a tip, but the official rules, West Virginia Tech point. West Virginia Tech back to serve. Dig from Carly. Set from Grice and a tip. And a nice little toss by West Virginia Tech and lands for a point for them.
It'll be a free ball kill.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Bluefield College was not able to find it.
Bluefield College with a timeout. Looks like Coach Butsky needs to talk with his players for a little while.
Score is 9-7. West Virginia Tech leading the Rams.
And we're back from the timeout. West Virginia Tech back to serve.
Before that timeout, West Virginia Tech had put together a couple of impressive plays. Bluefield College looking to turn the momentum around.
And it's hit across the net, but goes out. Point Bluefield. It is now 9-8. West Virginia Tech still in the lead, but this time only up by 1. Ellen Johnson back to serve. And it goes up and over. And a nice up from West Virginia Tech. And the block just falls right down in front of our blockers, ATI and Jasmine Morrow, for a point for West Virginia Tech. Serve from West Virginia Tech. And it's hit across, but, and tip from West Virginia Tech, so point Bluefield. The score is now 10-9. West Virginia Tech only up by 1. Ashton Van Dyke back to serve. And Jasmine Morrow with the power hit just bounces right off the hands of the West Virginia Tech player.
And a big kill there from Morrow. That's what she needed to get her confidence up. Struggling a bit early in this third get.
Ashton Van Dyke back to serve, but it goes out. It's like Van Dyke's been hitting the gym a little bit too hard this week. West Virginia Tech back to serve. And is short and falls into the net. So point Bluefield is now a tied ball game. Chanel Flores back with the serve. Nice dig from West Virginia Tech. Hit over. And the hit just goes right off the tips of the blockers and lands in open ground.
Austin there was in good position and got a piece of it, but unfortunately it falls into the area where Bluefield College was not.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. Set from Chanel Flores. Hit from Jasmine Morrow over to the other side. And hit from West Virginia Tech. Both teams just serving back and forth, back and forth. And point West Virginia Tech.
And Bluefield College was again in the net on that attempted block.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. over by Hurst. Smacked back across by West Virginia Tech. A set from Flores. And the tip attempt. And the block from Morrow. Another set from Flores to Johnson, but it goes out of bounds. Point West Virginia Tech.
And at the start of that play, Michaela Hurst had a big swing. Fortunately, they were able to bring it up. But not that time.
And point Bluefield. Jasmine Morrow back with the serve, across. Dig from West Virginia Tech, set, and hit back across, but blocked, and just falls on the ground. Point Bluefield.
And that was an impressive block there by Ellen Johnson, putting it on the floor off of a hard swing from West Virginia Tech.
Morrow back to serve again. Dig and a set from West Virginia Tech, hit back across, and a block by Lexi Austin. Point Bluefield, and it is now tied 14-14 in the third set.
And great positioning and great technique there from Austin as she took that hit and shoved it right back down the throat of that attempted swing.
Serve from Morrow. Dig and set from West Virginia Tech, hit back across, and just bounces right off the arms of Morrow.
And that was just a hard swing from West Virginia Tech around the block.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Goes across and hit from Michaela the Beast Hurst with the kill. Point Bluefield.
That was an impressive swing from Michaela Hurst. The young freshman from Fort Worth, Texas is really showing a lot of promise.
But not only that, but also showing that she belongs here to play at Bluefield. Carly back to hit and serve. Set from West Virginia Tech. And West Virginia Tech gets the kill.
It was just off the block of Lexi Austin. A good placement swing from West Virginia Tech.
Serve from West Virginia Tech, and it goes out. Point Bluefield. Bluefield back to serve. Shrilly and Grice come in for Austin and Flores. And Marissa Grice is now back to serve. Hit across and just shot right off, but a nice save from West Virginia Tech, but just not enough.
Not quite good enough, as both players were able to get hands on it, but it was just not quite enough.
Bluefield College taking the lead, 17-16. Grice back to serve again. Dig and set from West Virginia Tech. Popped across the net. Morrow the hit. And Shirley with the pushover. And a tipped attempt by West Virginia Tech. Marissa Grice with the set. Ellen Johnson hits it and comes right off the fingers of the West Virginia Tech blockers and just falls on the ground.
And a good placement swing there by Ellen Johnson. She knew she had a big block in front of her, so she tried to put it in the gap.
Marissa Grice back to serve again. Bluefield up by 2 as it goes across the net. A dig and a set and a hit from West Virginia Tech. It bounces off the elbow of Johnson, and Morrow pops it across. And a block from Bluefield. Set from Marissa Grice. And a hit from Shirelli. Now over and back on Bluefield College side. Point West Virginia Tech as it goes out of bounds.
Just a bit outside there on the attempt from Taylor Inge. And it was close, and it was around the block.
Yes. West Virginia Tech back to serve. Dig from Ellen Johnson. Set from Marissa Grice. And block from West Virginia Tech. It's just monumental.
It was quite an impressive block from West Virginia Tech. Again, good positioning.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. A dig and a set from Bluefield College. Shirelli hitting it across, and it just falls aimlessly to the ground. Point Bluefield College, 19-18 in the third set.
A good tool swing there from Shirelli. Again, seeing she had a big block in front of her and using the hands.
Serve from Ellen Johnson. A dig and a set from West Virginia Tech. And up by Marissa Grice, and a tip attempt by Shirelli. Ellen Johnson with the dig. And point West Virginia Tech.
And Marissa Grice there attempting to get the set back from over the net and unfortunately touched it twice.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Dig from Ellen Johnson. And Jasmine Morrow with the big kill.
And that was an impressive swing there from the junior. Able to hit it off of a strong block and just power through it.
Ashlyn Van Dyke, sophomore from Boone, North Carolina, is now back to serve. And it's up. Dig and a set from West Virginia Tech and popped over by West Virginia Tech. Shirelli hits it back across. Set from West Virginia Tech. Hit across by another player. And a tip attempt. And Ellen Johnson just not able to get there in time.
Grice had a good idea of trying to put it just over top of the block, but West Virginia Tech was ready.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Goes up and across the net. Ellen Johnson with the set. And point Bluefield, 21-20 in the third set. Chanel Flores back to serve. And across by West Virginia Tech. And point Bluefield. Kill for Jasmine Morrow.
And that's just the mark of a smart volleyball player, knowing where she can put the ball to get the point.
Chanel Flores back to serve once again. Hits it across. Digging a set from West Virginia Tech. And a big hit from West Virginia Tech, and it comes off the arms of a Bluefield College player.
Good positioning by Ellen Johnson, but it was just a hard hit. And Bluefield College going to discuss some strategy as they call a timeout. Your score is Bluefield College 22, West Virginia Tech 21.
We would just like to thank everybody for watching online and like to thank all the fans for coming out and watching the game. We do appreciate all the support that you give us. Serve from West Virginia Tech. Hit back across by Jasmine Morrow. Set from West Virginia Tech and popped back across, and a kill for West Virginia Tech with the point.
That was a big kill from the right side of West Virginia Tech through the block.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. Chanel Flores with the set and a hit.
and kill for Jasmine Morrow. Score is 23-22.
Another impressive swing there from the junior.
Serve from Jasmine Morrow, and it goes out. Serve from West Virginia Tech, and just goes right off the arms of Van Dyke for a point for West Virginia Tech. Serve from West Virginia Tech. Set from Flores. And off the hands of the West Virginia Tech player, point Bluefield.
Just a great swing there from Lexi Austin off the hands of the block.
And serve from Carly. Set from West Virginia Tech. And just off the hands of Austin. Score is now 25-24, West Virginia Tech. Hit back across the net by Morrow. Set from West Virginia Tech, and it goes out. 25-25 in the third set.
Bluefield College fighting hard and staying alive in this overtime period of the third game.
Marissa Grice back to serve. West Virginia Tech with the dig and the set. Hit back across and out. And the hit from Jasmine Morrow. West Virginia Tech back to serve. Ellen Johnson with the dig. Marissa Grice with the set. And point Bluefield to tie the game.
Great positioning there by Shirelli around the block and into the empty space on the floor. Bluefield College once again tied it up in overtime.
Ellen Johnson with the serve. Hit back across by West Virginia Tech. Hit from Jasmine Morrow. And pop back across the net by West Virginia Tech. Set from Marissa Grice. And the hit and the tip. And point Bluefield to make it 27-26.
A big swing by Jasmine Morrow, although the point would have gone to Bluefield anyways, as West Virginia Tech was in the net.
Serve from Ellen Johnson. Dig and set from West Virginia Tech and hit. And West Virginia Tech with the kill to tie the game yet again.
West Virginia coming back strong, showing they aren't going to quit either, and tying the game back up in overtime.
Hit across by West Virginia Tech. Put up. And a nice over. And Jasmine Morrow with the kill.
Now that was an impressive swing. There was no block, and no one expected her to be able to put it in the middle of the floor, but she proved that she could do it. Once again, showing why she is the team's leader in kills.
Ashley Van Dyke back with the serve. A dig and set from West Virginia Tech. And a tip attempt, but popped up by Shirelli. And Maherst hitting it over. And point West Virginia Tech.
Marissa Grice wasn't sure there if Bluefield College had touched it twice. Her set to Michaela Hurst gave it 4 touches for Bluefield.
Serve from West Virginia Tech, set by Marissa Grice, and a tip from Jasmine Morrow, but it is popped back up, but the point goes to Bluefield College. It is now 28-28.
The point goes to Bluefield College. They were calling that It was a double touch from West Virginia Tech, who needs to take a timeout now and talk things over with her team, down by 1 in overtime.
Welcome back. Chanel Flores with the serve. Score is 29-28 Bluefield College. Bluefield College can end it right here as it goes across the net, digging a serve, and off the hands of Jasmine Morrow off to the bench. So it is now tied up 29-29. Serve goes to West Virginia Tech. Put across, and it goes out, and the point goes to Bluefield. It is now 30-29. This is a really long set.
It certainly is. Back and forth, the two teams go. They will not quit. And another timeout by West Virginia Tech.
Jasmine Morrow with the serve. A dig and a set. Oh, popped up. Can they save it? No, they cannot. It is now tied up 30-30.
Again, neither team showing quit. Score is tied at 30 now, going deeper into overtime.
Set from Chanel Flores. Hit across by Ellen Johnson, and the point goes to West Virginia Tech.
Ellen Johnson's attempt goes off the antenna.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. Digging a serve from Bluefield College. Hit back across by Michaela Hurst. West Virginia Tech trying to get it back across. Hit across by Ellen Johnson. And blocked from Bluefield College with the score. Now tied up again at 31-31.
What an impressive block there from the two in the middle. Bluefield College showing resilience here.
College is now back to serve. And a dig from Jasmine Morrow, set from Chanel Flores, and bounces off the hands all the way into the bleachers. And a save, but goes all the way back to the other side of the court. Point Bluefield. It is now 32-31 in the third set.
And that play was all effort by West Virginia Tech, but in the end, miscommunication between the two players.
Back to set again for Bluefield College. Popped up. And point, Bluefield College.
And the point goes to Bluefield College as West Virginia Tech was in the net, ending this brutal overtime period. Bluefield College with the win, 33-31. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in college volleyball. Neither team's quitting.
It was just a long, long set in general.
Bluefield College taking the third game and momentum going into the fourth set. They lead 2-1.
Just to inform you, Bluefield College football will be playing Lindsey Wilson at home this weekend. So please tune in for that. If you can make it up to the field, please do so. It's going to be a really good game because there is snow in the forecast. This will be, what, the second game that Bluefield College has had in the snow?
It would indeed, and after a tough loss last week to Georgetown, Bluefield College coming off their best record in 71 years, looking to extend it and looking for their first home win since 1941. And they're hoping to get it this weekend against Lindsey Wilson.
And here we are in the fourth set.
In case you're joining us late, Bluefield College took the first game decisively. West Virginia Tech took the second game after a strong, very strong serving attack. And Bluefield College was unable to answer in that game. And this past game going well into overtime with Bluefield hanging on 33-31.
And now in the fourth set, Ellen Johnson with the serve. West Virginia Tech sending it back over just in front of Morrow where she couldn't get to it.
Good positioning by Bluefield, but another good swing from West Virginia Tech.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Ashley Van Dyke putting it up, and it falls out of bounds, and point West Virginia Tech.
Some miscommunication there between the setter and the right side hitter as the setter was calling for help.
Serve from West Virginia Tech, set from Chanel Flores, and blocked by West Virginia Tech.
And the point goes to Bluefield College.
Point for Bluefield as the attempted dig goes over the net and outside of the line.
Serve from Ashley Van Dyke. Hit back across and a nice up by Chanel Flores. Set and hit from Jasmine Morrow and falls straight to the ground. And point Bluefield.
And just a bad pass from West Virginia Tech, putting it to an area where no one could get to it.
Serve from Van Dyke. Multiple people rushing, trying to get the ball. Hit back across by West Virginia Tech, and the block just bounced right off their hands from Bluefield and landed right back behind them.
Off the block of Taylor Inge, just not quite quick enough to get into position there.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Oh, and West Virginia Tech just slamming it into the ground with that kill.
And it was an impressive swing, and it was a smart swing with that ball resting right on top of the net.
Yeah. And back to serve again. Ellen Johnson with the dig, Chanel Flores with the set, ATI with the hit, and Ashley Van Dyke with the save. And a block.
And a big block on the outside by Jasmine Morrow. Marissa Grice back to serve for the Rams.
Dig in a set from West Virginia Tech. Hit back across, but just comes right off the hands of the Bluefield blockers, right down on West Virginia Tech's side. Score is now tied 4-4 in the fourth set.
And another big, impressive combination from Taylor Inge and Lexi Austin on the outside.
Grice again, back to serve. Cross, digging a set. And a tip from Austin for the kill. It is now 5-4 Bluefield with a 1-point lead.
And just a great volleyball smarts there around the block into the open field.
Russell Grice back to serve again. Goes up, dig. From West Virginia Tech, hit back across and out. Point Bluefield 6-4, up by 2 in the fourth set.
Back row attack goes just a little bit too far for West Virginia Tech.
And Grice again back to serve. Across, dig, set, hit back across off the fingers of ATI. And off the fingers of the West Virginia Tech, and a kill for Austin.
And a very, very strong swing as it goes through the hands and drops to the floor.
And off this time, tripping over the net. And there's Morrow with the kill. Strong swing, and just buries it into the court.
And a bad pass from West Virginia Tech leading to that. Bluefield College showing strong start in this fourth set.
And there it is again. Another point for Bluefield College. And another point added to Morrow's record.
Marissa Grice putting together a string of impressive serves here.
And there's the serve. And there it is again, an ace for Marissa Grice. I'll tell you what, she is killing it right now with these serves.
Marissa Grice is very much on point, putting it exactly where she wants to.
Set from West Virginia Tech, and a tip attempt, but popped up by Grice. West Virginia Tech trying to answer with the set, and a tip of their own, and putting it back over to Bluefield's side. Marissa Grice with the set, and Jasmine Morrow with the hit, but it lands in the net. Bluefield College up by 5.
West Virginia Tech back to serve.
And Bluefield showing great defense there and just was not able to capitalize.
Dig and set from Bluefield College. And point goes to Bluefield.
And the passing for West Virginia Tech is not as good as it has been the first 3 games, leading to a couple of unforced errors.
Morrow back to serve. And a tip attempt by West Virginia Tech, but it failed. And ATI with the kill.
ATI was very impressive that last set. And again, keeping a strong, strong game going. West Virginia Tech taking a timeout to talk things over. Bluefield College Rams leading West Virginia Tech 12-5.
And we're back from the timeout from West Virginia Tech. The score is 12-5 in the 4th set. Bluefield leading. Jasmine Murrow back to serve.
Bluefield with all of the momentum coming off of that passionate overtime win in the 3rd set. And it's really showing in this game.
Digging a set from West Virginia Tech. And a block from ATI and Austin with the kill. It is now 13-5.
Amber Taylor-Inge has been one of the most consistent players this year and is showing it once again.
And there's the point again for ATI with the kill. 14-5, Bluefield College winning.
The combination between Amber Taylor-Inge and Ellen Johnson is really working right now.
Jasmine Murrow back with the serve. West Virginia Tech putting it back over. Ellen Johnson putting it over. And there's the kill from Lexi Austin, putting Bluefield up by 10.
Lexi Austin, another young, impressive player, has really added a lot of strength to this team.
Jasmine Murrow back to serve yet again. The senior Emily Smith is now in for Ellen Johnson. Digging a set from West Virginia Tech. Hit back across, pop back up. But Bluefield struggling, trying to catch up with the ball.
And a good dig there by Bluefield, but unfortunately, we were not able to get it to a position where we could capitalize on it.
And now West Virginia Tech back to serve. Just short, sends it right to Van Dyke. Austin sending it back, and it flies in the air off of West Virginia Tech. And now the score is 16-6.
Austin once again with a smart swing, not trying to do too much and not trying to be too fancy, but putting it where she needs to.
Carly back to serve. And it goes up and over. Dig and a set from West Virginia Tech. Push back over. Kayla Hurst with the set. And back on West Virginia Tech's side, a hit from West Virginia Tech and rides along the rail. Point Bluefield College. Digging a set from West Virginia Tech, put back and it goes out. Morrow keeping her eyes wide open, making sure not to touch it, point goes to Bluefield College. Carly back to serve. Goes up. Dig and a set from West Virginia Tech, and the block game is just too strong for West Virginia Tech right now. Austin and Hurst dominating on the block.
And there she is again, that young, impressive freshman, just showing a lot of skill and a lot of talent.
Carly back again with the serve, and this time it goes into the net. Unfortunately, West Virginia Tech is back to serve. Goes up and over. The set, sends it back across. Set from West Virginia Tech, and goes into the net and just falls aimlessly to the ground. The score is now 20-7. Bluefield College still winning. Back to set, Chanel Flores. Goes across, digging a set from West Virginia Tech, popped across. Michaela Hurst with the block, and that's a kill for Michaela the Beast Hurst.
An unusual block that was, as she had jumped early, but was still able to get the block while she was on the ground.
Flores back with the serve, up and over, dig and a set from West Virginia Tech, and it comes right off the hand of Jasmine Murrow trying to get there. It just goes to the ground. Score is now 21-8 in the fourth set. Serve from West Virginia Tech. Set from Bluefield College. And a pass, and hits it across from Shirelli. Set, and comes right off the hands of the blockers. A powerful hit from West Virginia Tech. Shirelli beating it across. West Virginia Tech serving it back across. A lot of back and forth passing here. And a tip from Michaela the Beast Hurst with another kill.
Impressive back and forth play at the net. And Bluefield College once again coming out on top.
Serve from Emily Smith, but unfortunately it goes into the net. The score is now 22-9. West Virginia Tech back to serve. And a block from West Virginia Tech. Morrow hitting it across. And a pass from West Virginia Tech. And Emily Smith putting it across the net. West Virginia Tech with the set. And it goes out, and point Bluefield. It is now 23-9, Bluefield College. Ashlyn Van Dyke back to serve. A dig and a set from West Virginia Tech. Hit across. Flores trying to get there. Lands just right in front of her.
A diving attempt by Flores, but good placement by West Virginia Tech. Still hanging in there at the score, 23-10.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Goes across. Van Dyke putting it up. And Morrow with the big hit. And there's Shirley, and she knocks it out of bounds.
And that was a strong swing by Jasmine Morrow, but an even stronger dig from West Virginia Tech.
West Virginia Tech back to serve. Dig from Emily Smith, putting it, see if they can get there, and point Bluefield College. 24-11 in the fourth set. Bluefield College staying strong in the fourth set.
Game, set, and match point for Bluefield College if Marissa Grice can get the ace.
As Daniel said, Marissa Grice back to serve. Comes to serve. Dig and set from West Virginia Tech. Block, popped up, but the point goes to West Virginia Tech. The score is now 24-12. Bluefield College still leading strong. West Virginia Tech is now back to serve. Goes up and over the net. Dig and set from Bluefield College, and off the fingers of a West Virginia Tech player. Still in play, and the block off the hands of ATI. Point, West Virginia Tech.
And Taylor Inch just a hair late getting to that block. Just a bit out of position.
Serve from West Virginia Tech. Dig and set from Bluefield College. Jasmine Murrow with the save. And a nice up by Van Dyke. Morrow putting it over. West Virginia Tech struggling. And there is game point for Bluefield College.
Bluefield College with a dominating first and fourth sets, as well as a come from behind victory in the third set to beat the West Virginia Tech 3-1.
The final score was 25-13, Bluefield College with the win.
For Bluefield College Volleyball, I'm Daniel Griffin.
I'm Ty Tatum.
We want to thank you for watching this exciting match, the last home match for the Bluefield College women's volleyball season. And what a way to go out. We look forward to seeing you next year.